Good morning, everyone, from Ozark Living Homestead. It's December the 16th, a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. It's actually a very nice day. It's actually warm out right now. It's supposed to start getting cooler tonight again for a few days, and it's very unusual weather from which I know and from what I understand for this area. I think around Christmas it's supposed to be up to around 55 degrees or so, which we won't be here. We're going to northern Illinois to my wife's family's place and spend a few days there for Christmas. But anyway, I just want to give an update on the cabin where we've gone so far. As you can see, that part of the roof hadn't been finished decking in. We had a couple of days of rain that came through, I don't know, 2 days ago. But anyway, we got it all decked in, and we knew the rain was coming, and I was rushing so much that I did something very stupid, and I know I did, and I knew I did when I was doing it, but my neighbor kind of hung with me, and we knew the rain was coming that night, and we had everything decked in, and on this side of that section here we had it dried in with the paper, and it got dark on us. So stupid me gets down and gets a light and gets up there. Now we're out in the middle of nowhere. There is no light out here, and we're up there with a light, a little floodlight, putting on the tar paper in the dark, which is very stupid. Either one of us could have walked off the edge of that roof, fell, tripped, and seriously gotten hurt. And I know it, and I knew it then, but I don't know, I just wanted that paper on. Anyway, we didn't get the other side finished because I decided, I was being very stupid, and I told my neighbor, I says, we got to get off of here. We can't stay on here. So I decided we get off, and we got off of the roof. Anyway, it started raining that night, and the next morning, like I said, we had it decked, and the only rain that was coming in was through the cracks where the boards meet, because we used the little clips on there. And so I was up there looking at it to see how bad it was, and I was trying to put tarps on the floor to catch any rain so I could keep it off the floor. And my neighbor came down, and he said, "You ready to go out and finish?" I'm like, "No, it's really, really windy. It's right now it's a little breaking in rain. It's just a misting rain." I said, "But it's going to get worse." I was watching the Weather Channel. He says, "No, let's get up there and finish it now." So of course, stupid me, we go back up, and believe it or not, we finished drying it in. So we actually got all the tar paper, and as you can see, it's hanging over the side. I told him, I said, "I don't care about waste or anything. It's not, and in fact, it's not that big a waste. But anyway, we left it hanging over, and I told him, I said, now we're going to take a couple of days off, because that actually wore both of us out. We worked our butts off to get that part dried in, and it actually keep it around. I think there's one little leak in there, and it's probably a little hole we tore, stapling it down or whatever, but it's just a little tiny leak. We know where it's at. We'll go back up and finish. But we've taken a couple of days off to recuperate from that. And as you see right there where those boards are, we wrap tarps around. They keep blowing rain out of there, which we'll finish boarding it up today. But where you see right here, there's actually a door back there and a window framed out back there. I'll show you later on the inside. And then there, where there's not a wall over here, is going to be another window, and that's the living room area. And the bathroom is on the back side of it. But this is just an update on the cabin where I'm at on it. But one of my subjects, the subject of this video, and I hope people watch it through, because it's kind of important to me, is you guys know I had a sick goat. And we treated her, and she looked better, and she was doing good and everything. Well, we ended up losing her. We had to put her down. And trust me, we did everything possible And I'm not going to go into all kind of details, but I went to professionals and had people come out and help me and try to figure it out. And I don't know what they call it, but it's something that deer get that affects the nervous system. Apparently they pick it up in slugs. And when they're eating grass or leaves, these slugs will get on these, and they come from deer, and then they're transmitted through the slugs, and they get it. And all the experts and everybody saying, or they're telling me that's what it was. But anyway, we had to put her down. And my point being here is, it's something me and my wife's always wanted to do. And let me say this first. That was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, was to put her down. Now, I can butcher an animal. I can do what I have to do because I know that I'm going to be eating that animal, or somebody is going to be eating that animal. And that's what that animal was raised for. Now, she was not raised to actually eat. She was raised, well, I bought her to produce more babies for that purpose. But I think the biggest problem I had there is, in my mind, I kind of feel like I didn't catch it in time, even though I'm told there was nothing I could do. I mean, there was no way to treat it or anything. But it's still in my mind. I'm thinking, if I'd have called it sooner, maybe I could have done this, maybe I could have done that. You know, and I think that's what gets me worse than anything at all, is that I'm always thinking I could have done something different to save her, or you know, whatever. And in fact, I tried to get her up on her feet, and I thought, well, you know, if I can get her up on her feet, that means she's getting better. Well, I couldn't. She just laid there. And I knew it was time to do it, and I'm not going to let her suffer, and I wouldn't let her suffer, and she didn't. It was fast and quick. I'm not going to go into detail how, but it was fast and quick. She didn't feel anything. But anyway, my point being here is, I get a lot of comments, and that's another thing. A lot of people comment, and I've got lots of comments, and I apologize, but I am so busy because of this good weather that I'm getting, trying to get this cabin done, that I'm not able to keep up with replying to the comments. So I read each and every comment, and I appreciate each and every comment. So you guys, I just want to let you know that there'll come a time when I can start replying back again, trying to keep up with them. But my point being, again, a lot of people say they want to do this, they're thinking about doing this, they wish they could do this. You know, honestly, think very seriously about it. Can you do what we had to do? Some people can't do it. You know, maybe some people want a homestead, but they don't want to have animals that they have to butcher, which is great. You can have a garden. I mean, there's different ways of doing it. But when you have animals, there's going to come a time, and there's going to come a time again that I'm going to have to do it, that you're going to have to put animals down. You won't have a choice unless you're going to let it sit there and suffer, and I can't do that, and I won't do that. But you need to really, honestly, seriously think about this. Even if you're butchering them for your own meat, can you do it? Even if it's a chicken, can you do it? You know, you guys need to really, really, really think about this. It's not something easy to do. And I'm sorry, but if somebody thinks it's very easy to do, no problem, you know, that's good for them. But butchering, I wouldn't have a problem. You know, I've butchered animals before for meat. Not for the fun of it or anything like that, but to put one down that was sick like that is hard. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up for you guys to really, really consider if it's something you can do, or you're willing to do, or prepared to do if you have to. Unless you have someone else that can do it for you. But honestly, I think that if you're going to have animals, you need to be prepared to do that. So, well, I'm going to get off of here, and I just wanted to bring that up, and, you know, and I know there was quite a few people that were concerned about her, and she was getting better, but when she went down hard, and she went down fast, and like I said, I couldn't let her lay there and suffer. So, but we're going to get the rest of the siding. Should have the rest of the siding on here, and the rest of that cleaned up on that edge up there. So I think it's about another week before we're supposed to get any rain, about the 22nd or so. So should be pretty good there. All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here and try to get another one out as soon as possible. You guys have a great day.